season, and we've got a good one in store between the Carolina Panthers and the New Orleans Saints. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. Inside give to Elliott. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. These two teams, they met up earlier in the year, back in Week 2. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw is Rodgers. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down.
That's good for a Saints. First and 10 at the 34-yard
line. Throwing is Rodgers. He sets to fire deep. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Saints at 8-2 on the year. And they come in as a team that looks like a well-oiled machine getting ready for the postseason. Winners at 8 of their last 10.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
The throw over the middle taken in. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 41-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Another one into the hands of Jamar Chase. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical it would be this easy, but they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of. It certainly looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Well, this defense for the Panthers, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in, and run the ball? or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Tucker run for the field goal, a 40-yard attempt.
Tucker's kick is good, and the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well, and kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. Two and now on 1st down. Open man left side. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. The first carry now for Tony Pollard to about the 40-yard line. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's Tua. The pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. They'll come to the line here, needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Looking to pass, Tua. Under pressure, they got him again. Well, the Saints signal for another timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining.
Ready.
Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
On 2nd and inches, Rodgers. This one caught. It's the tight end, Hockenson. Touchdown, Saints. T.J. Hockenson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Saints are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead grows to 10-0. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
On 2nd and 12, Tua swinging this out for Pollard. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. Third down, it's Pollard. He's going to pick up the first down and then some. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll take this all the way down to the 15-yard line. 56 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Tua sets up to pass it. Pass to Tony Pollard out of the backfield. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. Run for Pollard. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. And for the Saints here on third down, an extra defensive back on the field. Tagovailoa working out of the gun, sliding out of the pocket, finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And they're able to stop him short. On 3rd and 6, they'll only pick up 4. They'll run forward with Pollard. Well, he's taken down, but not before picking up the first, thanks to a flashy little spin move. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. Remember, that was 4th and a full 2 yards. There's a big difference between that and 4th and maybe 6 inches or a yard.
Yeah, you're exactly right, because when it's at 6 inches, you just fall forward and you pick it up, right? Just go quarterback sneak. But having to move bodies, that means you actually have to execute because they know what you're...
Touchdown! Quez Watkins, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Panthers are back within a score. On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now.
Makes the score Saints 10, Panthers 7.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
They're on 17.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a... And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Tariq Woolen picks it, and the Panthers are going to take possession of the football.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
After the turnover, it's Tua. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Mecole Hardman, 33 yards. And the Panthers have taken the lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead is now 14-10.
Panthers 14, Saints 10. Brandon McManus set to kick off.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Now this offense trying to change the script here a little bit, CD. Trailing on the scoreboard, and the last time out on the very first play of the drive, they threw that interception. And
you definitely saw his coaches, teammates come over to him on the sideline, trying to help him shake it off, because in this game, his team is down right now. So it's important to make sure you get some confidence back for both the quarterback and the entire offense. Otherwise, those mistakes could continue to pile up.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Again, it's Elliott. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
That's a gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and 7.
Hey, 626! Inside! 630! Back home!
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away.
Sam Martin in preparation.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Setting to throw on first down is Tua. He finds his man complete. That's Watkins. And they'll work this down inside the 30. From the 29, Tua. Catch is made by Hardman. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Tua going to throw. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Pollard. Fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2. So can this New Orleans defense stand tall again? 3rd and goal. Here's Tua. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Mecole Hardman with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And they're able to add on to their advantage. McManus's point after is good, and that makes it a 21-10 game.
Saints 10.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Elliott. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Throwing now is Rodgers. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. 2nd quarter action, 1:56 remaining. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 50. On first down, Rodgers. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Now they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Here's Rodgers. Under pressure, and they got to him again. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd.
That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw. Going up top. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
2 things you can do in that situation. Run and punt the football or try and take your shot at getting the first down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
Here's the punter, Martin, out to kick it away. Fielded just inside the 30. It'll be a net of 39, 41-yard punt, 2 on the return. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And that is incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. Throw right side going to be caught by Hardman. Touchdown, Panthers. Mecole Hardman in the final seconds of the first half. And the Panthers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Panthers 28, Saints 10.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And with Rodgers behind center, you wonder if they'll take one shot at this. A lane opens up that time as he'll be brought down just short of a first after a gain of about 9. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in.
He's got a man complete. The 20. Touchdown, Carolina. Robbie Anderson. 77 yards. And the Panthers come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. McManus's point after is good. And they open the lead up now to 25.
Saints 10.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
That's good for a second. First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Rodgers going to throw. Finding Elliott for the catch on the out route. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
On second down, Elliott. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10.
That's another Saints. First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. And he fires one that's intercepted. Tariq Woolen picks it. And the Panthers are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game. But that's something right there, still in the third quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day. They're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
On first down, Tagovailoa flushed out right. That is caught by Anderson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now Tua. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Again, 11 on the play. And the Panther first down.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. That'll be caught by Anderson. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. From the gun, it's Tua. Throw right side. This is into the hands of the tight end, Tunyon. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Pollard going to try the right side. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Tony Pollard, his 12th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Panthers have got it on cruise control. Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half. Rodgers now on first down. Taking a shot for Samuel. And Rodgers intercepted a third time. Tariq Woolen picks it. And the Panthers will take over here at their own 12-yard line. I think it's safe to say this is a game he's not going to forget anytime soon, Charles. 3 interceptions.
It's rare that we see 3 interceptions by one team, let alone by an individual. And I think that after the second one, he's probably telling his teammates, any ball that's in the air, it's going to be mine. And that turned out to be true.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're obviously right now in the driver's seat, comfortably ahead. They've scored on a couple straight possessions, Charles. And, I mean, for them, I guess it's just more of the same, right? Keep doing what you've been doing.
Yeah, it's not typical for us to see games out of reach in the third quarter. Right now, they're unstoppable in this one. And seeing how they just came out onto the field, it does appear like they're done scoring.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Saints are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And, Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off.
That's good for a Saints.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Rodgers. He will find his man Chase complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
That's good for a Saints. 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Hey, 88.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. This is complete to Watkins on the slant. 4 yards remain on 2nd down. Ball on the 10. Now Rodgers. And that is caught. But the back judge right there to say incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. And again, it's Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. And he delivers a strike complete to Watkins. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Hey, you block over here.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. T.J. Hockenson, a beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. And the Saints get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Tucker with the extra point, and that will cut this lead down to 25. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. But not that any of the points would be needed, but CD, they've got enough time left here. They can definitely score on this drive, maybe even an ensuing drive as well, if they really want to drive home this landslide victory.
Yeah, we're certainly about to see just how aggressive they want to be here down the stretch. And what some coaches do is they try and meet it halfway, meaning they want to continue to run their offense, but they put in a lot of backups to do it, and then tell the opposing coach, hey, I had to get them some work too. I can't just let them sit over on the sidelines all the time.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
A gain of 18 on the play. First down, Panthers.
Tua now on first down. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
Tua now on first down. And this is taken in at the 5. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. That goes for a gain of 31.
Even with the big lead here in the fourth, it still bombs away. And frankly, it's working. Why should they stop? Go ahead and keep firing away and gaining those yards.
Tua going to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. Now from the 7, here's second and goal. Tua setting up shop to throw again. He's got it for a Panther touchdown.
Robert Tonyan.
A 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Panthers are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead.
McManus's point after is good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the gun, it's Rodgers. This one caught. It's the tight end, Hockenson. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 27 yards there, a first down. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants this lead to stay right where it is.
They're going back to the same well. It's Hockenson again. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Rodgers again now. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They had pride, too, on that side of the ball.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Jamar Chase, a 16-yard touchdown. Tucker now to add the point after. And that will cut this lead down to 25. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Carolina. Now McManus to tack on the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Panthers 56, Saints 24.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
A gain of 17 yards. That's good for the Saints. First and 10 at the 48-yard line. On first down, Rodgers got his man complete over the middle. It's Watkins. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. In need of only about the length of the football here on second down. Now Rodgers. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
A
throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Now Rodgers got to have this one. That's to his running back, complete.
No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. Felt compelled to go for it there on fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a fourth down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
So this drive going to continue following the conversion on fourth. Here's 1st and 10.
Now is Rodgers. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. And his throw here's incomplete.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Get 300. Get 326.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Rodgers. And he's going to be taken down. Back around the 35-yard line.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. On play action, Rodgers. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Rodgers to throw for it on 4th. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Panthers will get the football back. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the fourth quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much.
Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins.
And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15.
A big play there for Carolina. 52 yards.
I can still hear it reverberate through this thick skull of mine. Crossing routes versus man-to-man coverage, it's a bad matchup for the defense. Those tend to work very well as they run away from a defender.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And one more time, that's Watkins.
Ball on the 8. It's 2nd and 4. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. Working with a 2nd and 4. Now Tua.
And it's It's incomplete.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach. And maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up. But he certainly will have some explaining to do.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. His pass caught at the 4.
And the Panthers are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on first and goal. Going to the air, Tagovailoa escaping the pressure right. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
Brandon, I think he's just grateful to get back to the line of scrimmage and avoid not just losing yardage, but a big hit on that play as well. That defense closed on him quick and forced a quick surrender out of bounds.
Second down and goal. Tua. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Well, when they said before the game that they were going to try and execute every second of this contest, I guess that was taken literally, because here they are in the final moments of the fourth, putting another touchdown on the board, Charles, to add to this big lead.
I'm not a big believer in 110%. But it certainly applies here, doesn't it? Because some guys just can't go with less. As long as there's time left on the clock, they're pushing to get to the end zone one more time. They don't really care about what the optics show. They just want to finish the game off the way that they like to play it. Full speed, all out.
The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Rodgers now on first down. He's going to go up top again, and that will be incomplete, as time has run out on this